Welcome back, Chrono Troops, to more Smite Assault. Right before this game got started, I was Cuckoo, and the Puch wanted to trade me Cuckoo twice. I declined, and then I got to thinking about it, and I figured that I've probably played Cuckoo enough for a few years, and so I went ahead and I initiated the trade. So I'm thanking the man. And I'm trying to become a better Puch, although I think I'm pretty darn good as it is. So either way, it was sixes, but I'd love to my other gods for me to play them as well as I play Cuckoo. So thanking the guy for the trade. I played so the cool thing about this game is we are squish, and also the enemy is squish. Oh, Z's. I'm not sure if the man's believes me or just doesn't care. We are playing it. My team is mages and hunters. The Cuckoo Khan, the Thoth, and me Puch are all mages, and the Zablanc and the Rama are hunters. Enemy team is assassins, hunters, mages, and so that is going to be Susano, the Hunbots, and the Fenrir are the assassins. The mage is Agni, and Chiron is going to be their hunter. So really interesting team composition. Neither of us on either team have any tanks. My team has two hunters, which are slightly more tanky than mages and assassins. The enemy team only has the single hunter, so there is going to be a little more. Well, it also really depends on how our hunters are going to play. Our hunters are not going to frontline for us. They're not going to base tank for us. They're just going to be able to take a little more damage when they're trying to get in and out of situations. You know, at no point in time do we expect a hunter to go, oh no, the Puch is going to die. Let me run in and body block for him. Probably not going to happen. It should happen more often. Everyone should have base tank for each other a little more often, make sure they get out. But you really don't see that very frequently. At least I do not at this level of play. I see that more often in SPL play or in other match modes. I think the issue is with Assault, there isn't a lot of high level play unless individuals really know their god well, and if that were the case, they probably wouldn't be playing Assault. Assault is a really good learning mode, as well as a mode to kind of try out new things, because it's a little bit safer of a match mode than other types, and yet it's still not Arena. Arena is just a big circle where you just go in and just spam your abilities. I don't really find it a lot of fun. I mean, I prefer to play practice mode than Arena if I'm just kind of practicing, because then I can more easily kind of take the numbers and take a look at them more closely. So today we are playing Puch, and we are getting smacked hard, which is fine because Puch has a self-heal. I drop these corpses down, pick them up, and I get health and mana back. So that is going to be my method of sustain. I'm going to be using my abilities and my passives there. I also went with Breastplate of Valor right out of the gate because 4 of the 5 gods on the enemy team are physical. So I'm going to be able to tank a little bit better from them.
I think they're having a bad time.
And depending on how the enemy plays, I might have to go into more. Okay, so I went ahead. I don't know if you saw that, but I saw the Fenrir coming right into tower. He was looking for a pick. His obvious pick actually wasn't me, it was somebody else. But I walked straight up to him so he would see me and then try to take me instead. And then went ahead and beads it, saving my ally, who I think already just went down anyway, so that's okay. That wasn't the point. The point was trying to keep him out a little bit longer, so that we could do a little bit more damage to the enemy team. The Thoth is low, and everyone else is myself and Cuckoo are doing all right for the moment. I'm just gonna go ahead while I'm waiting on Wave to heal up best I can. I went with the Breastplate of Valor pick, like I mentioned, to get that cooldown, to get that mana, to get that additional MP5, and then into a Conduit gem, which is going to give me additional MP5 to help with that much-needed sustain. And I'm just going to focus here on the early game for clearing wave. Not going to be trying to get kills. You notice I didn't go ahead and I didn't level my ult. One of my abilities that come up more frequently, so I can get those abilities back. You'll notice that I'm leveling my B or 3 ability. I'm focusing on that, and there's a very specific reason for that, and that is because it actually has a longer cooldown than my X and my A, or my 1 and my 2. And then by taking the opportunity to level it, it actually decreases the cooldown, thereby making it so when my abilities are up, I can more frequently use the XBA combo. So I'll be able to do more damage more frequently. I go ahead, I just saw it in front of my eye, Fenrir ult, so I went ahead and I tossed the ult out, leveled it, and tossed the ult out. And then the Susano's in, he's trying to get kills, he's doing a really good job. I'm going to miss him right there, unfortunately, because assassins are speed. That is very consistently how they are developed. They are a little bit more speed than everybody else. Susano specifically, I believe God of Wind is just, he's going to be all over the place. He has teleports for days. Alright, so now we are going to just worry about wave. I'm just, the Zablanca, he lulled, because he got taken out. We go ahead and yeah, can I get you? Okay, I couldn't. I don't think the explosion hit, but I got him with 1 ability. That's all right. I think he wanted me to push up, so he and his team could take me out. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take out wave, and then worry about leveling. Thoth and I are currently the high levels right now. I'm close to 12, but not quite. I'm really glad I'm getting into this game. I actually played an Apache game earlier where I was actually playing a very similar enemy team composition. There were 4 of them, although it was kind of a reverse situation. There were 4 of them on the enemy team that were magical, and so I went out of the gate with Shogun, sorry. Actually, that's not right. That was actually a 4-round game. Sorry. I got a lot of hate from my team. I was carrying the crap out of them the whole game. But I had 2 people that were just kind of talking some shit about my build. And I guess they felt that, you know, I just shouldn't have gone with an item that they didn't approve of, which is just ridiculous. I mean, how we all decide to play our gods is, you know, irrelevant to how well we work together. Yeah, that's my perspective on it anyway. It all doesn't matter, it just hurts the team composition to bicker about how individuals play and or build. Alright, so I'm going to go into more defense. Talking about another Wacky Jack's build, I'm going into more defense, going into Plate Helm, and then going to be going into Tyrannical after this. In order to survive the attacks from the enemy team. I want to be able to, since we don't have a tank, I want to be able to be normally would be out of position and kind of lead the enemy into certain positions and areas that my team can take advantage of that, and while they're focused on me, be able to do heavy amounts of damage and or finish them off. So one of the things I like to do right here is so there we go. We have the ult from the Fender again. I'm gonna go ahead and ult and beat him and then walk out. Normally that would be a huge death for me. I wouldn't have survived half that long, but I am, you know, half-life now, and I'm gonna be healing up. The enemy team took a lot of focus. Put a lot of focus on me instead of the instead of the rest of the team, and it just allowed my team to just punish them heavily for getting a kill off the Chiron, stuff like that. And I think there are several gods that can, actually all gods, it doesn't matter how you build a god, they all
Maybe we should assist them.
they all can do they allow them different things on how you build them. Then one of the interesting effects I've noticed on Puch is he goes tank really well. Physical tank and magical tank. He can, or specifically hybrid. I don't build all physical, for example. But in this case, I am building 3 physical defense items, and that's going to allow me to help me survive the enemy team. But the interesting note about all these physical defense items that I'm going with, they all have an offensive component. From the Breastplate of Valor, which gives me sustain as well as cooldown, to the Plate Helm, which gives me also sustain. Went down right there to the to the Chiron. Surprisingly, we have all this physical defense, but he's still able to bring us down, and that's still because it's still kind of mid game. We don't have our critical finished yet, and we don't have the level to sustain against those extra hits because our health is currently at a very low level. That's okay. That will change. The critical plate helm is going to give us that extra physical protection based off its passive, and the once I build it tyrannical is going to be able to buff our minions that are currently in lane and give me more. I think it's give me a buff. I think it's damage for every minion, every one of my minions that dies during while I'm around. All right, the enemy is low, so low, and there's only 2 of them out there. I don't know if my team wants to rush tower. No, oh, there's the, and oh, that was such a good move by the Susanna. By the Susanna. He went ahead and he dropped his teleport and then walked right at me. And there's the surrender, but we're doing great. I guess, well, we are a little behind.
I think they're having a bad time.
But I am beast leveling, and we are taking them down. I'm just kind of just pushing them around. I'm getting really good hits off of them now, and they can't really do much about it. So hopefully the rest of the team continues to not want to surrender. I think we got this. Alright. Now we are back in it. We have the Agni pushing the back line, so I'm going to go ahead and just keep the enemy team out of here. Ooh, this Chiron looks juicy. Come here, Chiron. Alright, let's go ahead and Aegis back his ult, and we got the kill on him. That's just lovely. So I'm going to go ahead and beads that jump, and there's the Susano. With Susano's ult, everyone's trying to kill me there, but because of my defense, they're unable to. I'm just getting kills and walking away from the enemy team, which is exactly, so I want him to come in, Susano, let's go. Watch this. I'm gonna go ahead and ult right here and just take a good ton of damage and just drop all my abilities and, okay, good, and walk away. And that just allowed my team to be able to kind of walk in. Now the enemy team is really low, and because of that, because that they jumped me like they did and I was able to walk away from it, we are able to hopefully, and take tower right now. The only person I'm really worried about is Agni, because he has magical, and I don't have any magical defense. Oh no, the Fenrir took down the Zablanc. Well, the Chiron took down the Zablanc, but the Fenrir got the pull on him. He was a little out of position there, and he was thinking that it was his job to kind of go in. I was talking to you a little bit before. The hunters are going to have a little bit better time than mages and/or assassins, kind of getting in position to get kills. Unfortunately, because of where he was, he didn't have me or another tank close enough to peel for him. He went down for it. So my ult is up. I'm going to go ahead and kind of wait for my wave and then kind of walk straight at the enemy team and drop my ult. Let's go ahead. Oh, and we have the defender. This is perfect. So I'm going to ult. I'm going to just do a ton of damage to them right now. What that's going to do is that's going to force, it's going to separate the enemy team and allow my team to focus on the individuals that have push, like this Hunbots here. So I'm going to go ahead and drop the abilities. I'm a little low. Let's go ahead and heal up. And there's the Agni. Ooh, that could have been a death if his passive went off and it kept stun on me. The enemy team is pushing hard and getting kills on the rest of my team. The only individuals up right now are myself, Sablanc, and Ba. And shoot, I thought Hunbots is gonna walk a bit to the left there, but that's okay. All right, we are still doing good, getting kills.
Maybe we should assist them.
Yeah, let's go ahead and drop as much damage as I can on him. And then now we are back in the fight. And what they don't realize, I'm as tanky as I am, and we got the kill on the Fenrir. Yes, that's exactly what I was talking about. And especially, I'm playing in a manner that the enemy team has a difficult time countering. They can't conceive how one class of player is playing as another class. So I'm playing tanky, but I'm not playing completely tanky. Ooh, come here. And let's go pop that, and take damage, and we got the kill on the Susano. And now that's gonna allow us to just walk into this tower. Oh hey Chiron, here, take some corpses. I'm gonna go ahead and walk out, and then go ahead and pick up this corpse, and then Boss is gonna drop his free or B ability, and then I can attack through it for some extra damage. Anyone who is a ranged attacker, let's go ahead and get out here. Let's pick up some corpses. Actually, you want to get out of there, Boss. I wouldn't even go for that for any of you. And yep, and he went down for it. Let's go ahead and pick up some more corpses, get some of our health back, which also works really well in a defense build. Hunbots, yes, and he's down, which works really well in a defensive build, because since my passive allows me healing, I can heal quite a bit over the course of the game, as well as tank. Now, I don't recommend at all just building this build for no reason. There'd be a reason why you'd want to go with a defensive build. In this case, once again, the enemy team is 4 out of 5 players are physical. I'm going to drop my ult right now, and I'm going to kind of pop this and then walk out. That's going to allow my team to pop their abilities or off of it. So right now, it's less than half. Let's go in, some of our team's down. Let's go ahead and win right now with some more corpses. Drop and explode, and we got the win. And that's how you do it with tank Puch. Super tanky, super powerful, high amount of defense as well as cooldown and damage. Works really well with a really good supporting team where you need that tank, as well as against a team that is playing very high physical defenders or physical attackers. It can work well against magical attackers too, but you just have to change the build up, and that will allow you to more pressure the enemy team, be in position, change what would be out of position into in position, and just pull that win, that unlikely win from behind, and still kind of take the game. I want to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed that, please give me a like and subscribe. If you would like to be notified next time I upload a video, please go and smash that notification bell. As always, thanks for watching, and have a most excellent day.